Okie dokie. Let's see. I think we're about set. I know streaming Super Bowl night probably isn't a great idea, but here we are. Hope tonight finds everyone well. Hope that you have been having great weekend. Looking forward to a great week. I'm quite tired. So we are looking at what is very probably going to be a relatively short week. Alright, short week? Short stream. Excuse me. Alright, about set. Let me just get my earpieces. That's one. That's two. So tonight's plan is fairly simple. As far as plans go. We're going to watch the ballistic high speed video that we saw last time. Then I'm going to play a little bit of Hytale. And then that will be it. Probably go for a half stream tonight. We'll have to see. Maybe a little bit longer, maybe a little bit shorter. Like I said, I am quite tired. And with a busy day coming up tomorrow, I am not super excited about pushing my luck and really running into it. You know, I'm just kind of like, you know what, I'm going to stream because I want to stream. Because I want to keep going. But we are going to let this go a little bit more casually than normal. So that's going to be the plan.
In the summer of 18...
Nope. That is the refrigerator one, which I do still have queued up, but we're not watching that one. So this is ballistic high speed hand grenades at 5 million FPS. Now, I don't know if, you know, some of these are... What was I going to say? Nope, I already forgot what I was going to say. All right, I don't know what their half an hour worth of video is planned, but here we are. And we've reacted to these guys before. They've collaborated with some of the stuff we've reacted to. They've been through a lot, and I do have their best wish, and I do send them my best wishes. Excuse me. I'm not gonna dive into it, but if you look into these guys' history, you'll see that they had a pretty serious incident happen. So in the meantime, though, ballistic high speed hand grenades at 5 million FPS. These guys should collab with the slow-mo guys sometime. It would be something else to watch those two team up. Four team up.
You ever seen a grenade at 5 million frames per second? If you haven't, you're about to. Fire in the hole! Ever since we did bullets at multiple millions of frames per second, #1 comment was explosives, explosives, explosives. A savior was found. Thanks for bringing us out.
Sure.
So go ahead and who are you, where are we, and what are we gonna do?
Well, I'm Matt Barnett, and we're at the Benetti Explosives Demolition Range, and these guys have got some super high-speed camera to capture some things I've always wondered about.
We should probably start with something small, like...
He sounds exactly like what I would expect out of someone in this line of work.
Squibs or blasting caps. What other stuff you got? You probably got everything, but we got deck
Yeah.
cord we could look at.
Yeah, and then of course we have some hand grenade bodies
Okay.
that we're going to examine how they come from together.
Yeah, because we've done grenades before,
Yes.
right? And it was like one frame, and
Yeah.
it was out. Next frame is like that. So now we can probably tenfold our frame rate for that, and hopefully see what's going on inside a grenade, which is just going to be wild.
It doesn't even make sense.
Yeah, it's going to be the ultimate Death Star.
So as someone that understands explosives innately, we'd love to show you footage like this so you can even yourself understand what's going on better.
Yeah, I learn something every day, and I have no doubt I'm going to learn more watching this. I'm excited.
All right, well, we can head to the shop first, do some small stuff. We could explore Schlieren, and then we can come back out here and do bigger stuff.
Okay.
Cool, let's get to it. Welcome back to Ballistic High Speed. All right, before we begin our journey of high explosives, we're here indoors, and we've got Matt from Hytale Imaging.
Hey guys, brought the Shimadzu X3 out again for you.
May recognize him from our 20 million frames a second bullets. So we've got the X3 here, and we're doing what's called Schlieren imaging, which is a fun word. It's German, right? Streak imaging. We've got a light that's gonna pulse here. It's gonna travel across the shop over here towards our wonderful friend Adam. And as the light is here, what's gonna take place?
We have these little squib explosives. And when you're watching movies, when someone gets shot, it's like, it's actually this. They didn't actually get shot. I hope that didn't ruin your favorite movie. It'll basically just be set up, I assume just in the middle of the mirrors where we're gonna need it. And then when it explodes, it's going to disturb light. That's back to you.
Yeah, you could disturb the air with heat by just moving gases through there, and this is sensitive enough that we'll see all those disturbances. So even something small like this is gonna produce a nice spherical wavefront of a shock wave. And so as that's happening, this light is going to hit this parabolic mirror and then begin the journey back down here to our telephoto lens. This blade is gonna cut the light in half, which is gonna give us a contrast, because light that was originally gonna hit the sensor down there is now getting blocked, because as that wavefront is refracting light, it does all kinds of weird optic stuff. And that'll go back onto our sensor, and it will record whatever is happening. So we're pulsing light, setting off a detonation, light's coming back, and we're seeing it at, what are we starting at, 500,000? 500,000 frames a second. So we're gonna do a few tests with, we got
This is
different
way
sizes
more
of
technical
squibs
than I
and
thought it was going to
maybe
be.
even a
That
blasting
explains
cap.
the time.
That's all we can do indoors.
Yeah, so we're gonna study some shockwave dynamics, and we're gonna go outside. Also, we're gonna have a Pepperbox exclusive that's gonna be more in depth behind the scenes. So if you're on Pepperbox, we'll see you over there as well, but we're gonna get to it and do some detonations. All right, ready?
3, 2, 1.
Sheesh. Dusty.
They did not explain. I will explain. It is so dark because in order to get these super high frame rates, you're losing light per frame.
Holy smokes.
Actually, there's a lot of cool stuff in here.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Adam, come over here.
Oh my gosh.
The shockwaves off of each of the fragments.
Like all of those.
Yeah. Looks like you're looking at like bacteria in a microscope.
That is a really good comparison.
It's almost too big of a blast for the mirror size. That's how big that is.
Dang.
That's crazy.
If we go a little earlier, we should see this shockwave rebound off the table and come back up.
Oh yeah. We might have to cut frame rate a little for that.
This is a good point to remind you that this camera pushes what is possible with a digital sensor to such an extent that it is limited to just 256 frames per capture. That's just a little over 10 seconds of playback, so we are constantly having to balance and adjust our frame rate to make the most of this super short record time.
All right, ready to go.
Go for it.
3, 2, 1.
I
So
was
this
not
time we
aware of
lowered the
that.
frame rate to 250,000 to try to get the reflecting shockwave off the table.
With a set number of frames we can capture, the faster we capture them per second, the less time we have to record.
There we go.
Oh my goodness. You see how quickly it's thinning out too from the inverse square law.
As we get over 1 million frames per second, our record time is far less than a millisecond. And at a maximum of 20 million, we have to get our timing dial to just 12 microseconds. This is a challenge that we'll have to address throughout this entire video.
I knew
Super
that you
cool.
had to watch the time.
Awesome. Okay, you want to try to up the
Because
frame
you're
rate
going
now?
so slow?
Hit 1 million?
Go. 3, 2, 1.
Oh, man
So
evader.
crisp. So loud. Look at all those little starfishes coming out, the little pieces of cardboard. The explosion isn't perfectly instant across the whole material. It's a spreading shockwave of detonation. So we're getting little pockets of explosion. Well, I don't think we're going to gain much more by going to 2 million, because that's pretty slow.
Shot I came up with a while back that I wanted to see in action. We've got the squib here right at the foci of this ellipse, and the shock wave, as it expands out and reflects off the ellipse, should come back into focus right over here where the other foci is. I don't know, they're gonna look pretty cool watching shock waves bounce. So.
Yeah, and this is the only way we could visualize it is with Schlieren. Yeah, so you're saying any spherical propagation from this point should all reconverge right back over
and
here.
come right back into a sharp focus there.
Is this theory or is this gonna work?
No, that'll work.
Okay.
I think so.
Cool.
I think so.
Everyone's ready? 3, 2, 1.
This little bonus shot. Let's watch physics in action. Look how clear that is. And dink, right there, right on the edge. That's so cool. This is why you go to geometry class, folks.
I've seen this stuff done with mirrors and light.
Beautiful.
Okay,
also
so
very neat.
we are moving from the large squib load all the way up to a blasting cap.
Which is not what that is.
No, we're waiting on our explosives expert to get here to swap it out. And over the last 48 hours, I have been getting lobotomized with talks of nanoseconds and microseconds.
That's a good word.
and, like all sorts of stuff. So can you bring this into the ballpark that anyone watching this can understand how fast are you talking?
Well, the common phrase is blink of an eye, right? The blink of an eye is usually on the order of hundreds of milliseconds, right?
Okay.
The explosion time, detonation, is usually on the order of tens of microseconds.
Okay.
So we are 4 orders of magnitude, an order of magnitude being 10 times.
Okay.
Shorter of a time scale than the blink of an eye. So it's 10,000 times we have funneled into time to get down to microseconds.
So by the time I blink, that could have happened 10,000 times
or more, just depending on, you know, when do you classify the explosion, right?
I hear the experts rolling in now, so we're gonna get this wired up and start ramping stuff up.
Sounds good.
I did not realize that they were
You're gonna do the fire in the holes, yeah?
so much.
Just be on this side, make sure you can't see that. Yep. Ready? Yep. Fire in the hole! Fire in the hole! Fire in the hole!
Oh, that was way louder.
Everything triggered. We missed it. We missed it. We missed it. We missed it. We're gonna have to do another one. The blasting caps have a longer inherent delay to blow up from a trigger time than those squibs did. So the Shimatsu didn't see anything. So that's why we have the TMX camera. The TMX records for many seconds. So we can see from trigger frame to when it detonates what that delay is, and then reduce that delay and reprogram it into the Shimatsu. So we're just gonna have to go again. Going hot! Fire in the hole!
Ooh.
So fun.
This is one of those things, like there's nothing to see until the cameras are done.
Yep, we got it. We got it.
Very cool. Oddly pretty.
Look how the other photogenic is lighting up the gases for us. Watch the top of the blasting cap. So you see a bulge?
Yeah.
You can see it wrinkling up.
Oh,
the
yeah.
tube. So you have the inertia of the metal trying to get shoved out, but since all the explosion is released, all we have is just energy pushing up. And it's like a soda can just getting crushed. I did not think that that's something we would see.
That is freaking wild.
This looks like a chandelier of death.
And what frame did you run this at?
This is about 500,000.
That's a good way to put it. It does look
I didn't
like a
expect it to go off at
chandelier.
that end first.
Yeah. First frame would have been that.
First frame would have been this.
So now we could cut out like 40. Where is it? Oh, peak brightness is perfect. Someone else want to do the honors?
I'm playing with my pickle.
You want to do it?
Can't let you have all the fun.
All right. On you.
All right, going hot. Fire in the hole. Spicy.
Let's go take a look. The camera's blown up.
Did you feel it in your bones? Is it perfect?
You know I did, I just didn't want to say it.
You just didn't say it? Okay. Well, I don't know if it counts then.
Come on.
Oh.
Oh my what? Goodness. Wow. Go back. I gotta see that again.
I wish it wasn't as covered.
Oh my
but that is
goodness.
really.
That is wild.
Just look at that. I don't know how to describe that. That massive,
looks like
smooshed
water rippling
air
out.
propagation. It's so multi-layered and
It looks like the old nuke.
Yeah. It's actually kind of cool, like how much that holds it together.
I think he's
Nuts.
right.
Dang. Good job, guys.
now I just wish that was actually an atomic bomb.
Yeah. We'll get there.
We'll get there.
We'll get there.
At this point, we wanted to remove the Schlieren
Capturing
setup and get our
Trinity in
photogenic strobe
a
lights in as
million
close
frames
as
per
possible.
second.
We can then put a macro lens on the Shimatsu and crank our frame rate well over 1 million to see just how these things detonate.
Who's detonating?
Can I do it?
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
Fire in the hole!
Why does it seem louder every
I
time?
don't know.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
So because all of that happens in here, we could easily do 5, maybe 10 million.
Don't get ahead of yourself, Bryce.
Go back to the beginning and do frame by frame. Oh yeah, that's good. Okay, so we could probably get lights closer, exposed down even more.
Get to in closer.
With the stuttering of its detonation, I couldn't help but think, this is dumb. Couldn't help but think, okay, we're really pushing the server's rendering to the max. Like the dumb simulation stuff.
We're on it with more tubes if you want. So if you want more zoom on that, like we could just fill the frame with that.
Yeah.
We got enough light.
Okay. We only use like 25% of our RAM before it's just dust. Let's do 5 million. Do you want to hit it, Lexi? Yeah, let's let Lexi do it.
Yeah.
go.
All right, ready?
Yep.
Fire in the hole!
It's mid-explosion.
Oh, so did they miss the start? Is what they're saying?
That would have been perfect.
I didn't take anything off
Yeah.
of that.
Go back to the first frame.
Oh, did we lose it?
Look how close we were.
Oh.
Despite how insanely accurate our electronic timing is for the lights, the camera, and the action, we're starting to realize that there comes a point where some things are just outside of our control. The blasting cap itself. This basically resulted in a game of cat and mouse for most of the night. A problem that we fully realize and solve the next filming day when we explore Detcord. But for now, to finish off night 1, we back the frame rate off from 5 million down to 3 to press our luck one more time.
I
To
feel
be
like a
fair,
superstar, all these lights.
Oh my gosh, is that Bryce from Ballistic High Speed?
Bang! Ready?
to be fair, a blasting
Fire in
cap
the
only
hole!
needs to
Fire
be
in the
accurate
hole!
to
Fire in
like
the
the
hole!
second
Feel it in my
or
bones.
the half second.
Dude, that's gotta be it. That was too gangster not to.
Too gangster.
That's too gangster.
Please work. Please work. Yes! Yes!
Good job, gentlemen. Good job.
That was so good. Okay. We could have done 5 million.
I know.
All right, go back to the beginning. Oh, it's so good.
I
Look
love
at
that little like
stretching.
start and
You're
then
actually
it goes.
getting the metal
That's great.
spreading thinner and thinner until it reaches its shear
Color.
point.
Yeah.
Oh, God,
How
rest,
cool
of
is
course.
that?
Go back to when it starts. Your bridge wire got hot. Your primary went off first. You see the bulge of it. Now, watch as it continues. Okay, now it's going to your main charge.
I see.
There it goes.
So what is all of this?
Nothing.
Just empty
Oh,
tube.
Empty tube, yeah.
So we literally are seeing an empty cylinder crunch.
Yeah. I've never seen it that detailed and that slow.
It's 1/3 millionth of a second from that to the next.
And I mean, that makes sense.
333 nanoseconds of difference. Billionths of a second.
Yeah, you're watching a chemical reaction wavefront.
All right, now that we're done with some stuff in the shop, we are outside exploring one of our favorite topics, which is det cord.
So the reason that we were studying all of that is because this blasting cap is going to be used to detonate this det cord. So we wanted to see exactly how they work. Now we're going to hand it over to an expert who's going to help us detonate this so we can capture it at...
We always start low to get timing, so we'll probably be at 500,000 frames per second. It's crazy that that's a low number.
Yeah, a low number.
So that way we have plus or minus so we can get timing if something's off a little bit. But ideally, I want to get in tight and get 5, 10, maybe 20 million frames a second. Like, see the fibers come apart in this. Have you ever seen that?
I've never seen the fibers come apart, because usually what happens when the det cord is detonating is it's so bright, it just kind of bleaches everything out.
Yeah. So our goal is to blast it with so much light that we can take all the exposure down, and all of that brightness comes down to where we can actually see the material.
And I've seen your Instagram. This is probably one of the simplest things you've ever set up.
You know, sometimes the details are where it's at. In some of the simplest things, you'll find something new. There's a primary explosive in here. When the bridge wire gets hot, it will detonate. It will set off the main charge of high explosive, and when that detonates, it'll set this off.
And it's cool that we have now seen that take place. We know exactly what's happening in there now, and then that'll race across 10 times faster than a rifle bullet, which is just insane.
And then once we get this, we have some stuff that's actually going to throw some frag.
Yeah. Going hot! Fire in the hole! Fire in the hole! Fire in the hole! Everything triggered? Oh, there it was. Dude, look at our exposure. The frame rate's not high yet, but dude, Adam, you gotta come check this out.
Hey God, I'm getting yelled at.
Just so
Our exposure was perfect first try. I mean, it could be tweaked, I guess.
I'm not accusing them of being. I'm
just
just
do
saying
frame by frame.
Oh yeah.
And this is only 500,000 frames a second. We could do tenfold this.
You will see the fiber.
Yeah.
Yeah, I bet you will.
Go more macro.
Let's keep everything the same.
Is that
and
piece
just
of
do more
dirt
frame
been
rate
on
and
each
work
of
on
these
our
so
trigger time
far?
here.
So I'm curious what it's going to do to that wire. You can see what it's doing to the wire.
I mean, look at it. It's fine.
Tying it back together right now.
The wire survived that.
Yeah. I was always told you could hold det cord and you'd be fine. No. That's shock tube.
Today on Fact or Cap.
Yeah.
Det cord, take 2. All right. Good.
Yep.
Fire in the hole!
One frame off of the normal camera. Ooh. These are really satisfying to watch. These are like really, really satisfying to watch.
So to me, that looks like the PETN is igniting, right?
Yes.
And then there's always this little dark patch before we get flames again. And I'm just curious what you think that is.
I think one could be excess carbon from the chemistry. It's coming out, it hasn't been consumed in the reaction, it's meeting with oxygen and it's igniting because it's very hot. The other could be the plastic sheathing of the det cord itself is being consumed. Plastic burns black, got a lot of carbon to it, and then, but it's so hot that as it meets the oxygen, it's igniting. So that would explain the little dark spots and then the flashes.
Going hot! 2.5 million frames a second. Fire in the hole! Come on, come on, come on. Oh man.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
No.
Yeah.
What have you done?
It's Matt's fault.
What have you done?
The problem we're dealing with here is the blasting caps when they're getting detonated. There's, I don't know, maybe a 20 microsecond, 50 microsecond kind of plus or minus of when they're all detonating. So we're telling the camera to record this very precise moment of time. And sometimes it's blasting in it, sometimes it's before or after, no matter what we tell the timing. So it's kind of a guessing game. 5 million, 10 million, 20 million, those are gonna be challenging. We need more frame rate. So we're gonna do what's called a break wire. This is going to twist a wire around part of the explosive. The Shimatsu camera has a signal through these wires, and the instant that that conductivity is broken, like breaking the wire, the camera knows, and we can do whatever we want at that point. Our timing of the lighting and the explosion is usually good. That's the easy part. But we have some plus or minus with this blasting cap. So if we want 5 million, 10 million frames a second, this might be our only bet.
kind of like in ammo manufacturing, there's a tolerance
There's a
as to how much
tolerance.
powder there is.
May not be like instant, but by the time it's propagated past it, that should be well broken. So we can pad the RAM there a little bit, but I think this is our last bet, but I think it'll work.
We can now remove all of the variables of the manufacturing tolerances of the blasting caps and just wait for it to occur. And because of the Shimatsu's infinitely looping RAM buffer, it just waits for that 5-volt TTL signal to collapse to 0 volts. And we can then pinpoint almost the exact frame that this happens. Like in this test shot where
That
we
is
told
a
the camera
really
to
cool
end the
demonstration.
recording once the signal drops, and sure enough, the last frame is this. So for this next test at 2.5 million frames per second, all we had to do was place the brake wire just outside of frame, tell the Shimatsu to start the recording there, and we're off to the races.
Yep, we got it. It's perfect. We got it.
I wish you could get a wider FOV in the whole thing with these super high speed ones. I know why you can't. I get it.
Yes, we're gonna blow
I
up our
just
sticker.
wish that you
Yeah,
could.
Again,
Okay.
as we do, 5 million frames a second, we're gonna rip det cord right through it.
Nice.
If
5
this-
million?
5 million. If this turns out good, it might be our new intro. Let us know what you think in the comments. Either way, we're gonna see some det cord through a sticker at 5 million frames a
5
second.
million because of the brake wire.
Because the brake wire is just working. So,
All right.
here we go.
Blowing up the ballistic high-speed sticker. Fire in the hole!
Our sticker!
You broke it in my toy.
Oh my goodness.
That's a cool effect. I like
You can
that.
still see it
That's-
bleeding light through.
It's a really cool
Look,
effect.
oh my god.
Good call on going through the middle instead of across the top.
Yeah.
Is that the
That's the fibers of the sticker.
Yeah.
That's the new intro. It's gotta be,
It has
right?
to be.
I wasn't even thinking about that. This is very much a
that's
dude.
nuts. You wanna see this?
Oh, that's
situation
AI.
now.
That looks so clean.
The fibers.
Right in the middle.
So that's first time we've done det cord at 5 million frames per second.
Oh, that's 5 million?
Yep,
Oh, well,
here.
that's the first time I've ever seen that.
That's our new intro, right? It's gotta be.
That looks really cool.
That's pretty sweet. All right, what do you want to do next?
Exploding det cord at 10 million frames per second. Fire in the hole! All right, 10 million frames per second, det cord. Oh my goodness.
Oh, smokes.
You can see the strands.
Yeah, if we go to
Wow, you
right
really can.
here.
You can see the binding.
You can see the wrap in the cord, the whole thing.
Because that's internal to it, right?
Yeah.
You don't see that on the outside.
You can see the 6% negative oxygen balance too.
Yeah, that's all the black stuff.
That's what that is? So keep in mind what we're seeing here is less than the width of his sticker here. That's all we're getting in frame, and it's taking that long to propagate. That's how insane our frame rate is here.
You know what we call that? Shimadzu fast.
Shimatsu.
Shimatsu fan.
Knowing the width of this frame of 2.9 inches and the precise frame rate of 10 million, that gives us the calculation of det cord propagation velocity of roughly 25,000 feet per second. As we mentioned earlier, this is 10 times faster than some rifle bullets, which gives us an interesting visual comparison if I place a bullet on screen with that relative speed. This is also over 17,000 miles per hour, which is getting close to 5 miles per second. It's also 7,600 meters per second, or just over Mach 22. This is incidentally the same speed as low Earth orbit velocity, the same speed as the International Space Station.
That
Well,
is something else. Good
We're going to
work,
be
gentlemen.
sci-fi
Now,
things
because of
based
our
on
limited
that
time
later.
on the range, we had to make the call to move on to the next topic. So while we weren't able to capture the det cord at the max speed of 20 million frames per second, we are able to simulate roughly what that would look like with some video editing magic. While this of course isn't a true 20 million, the frame interpolation does give us a pretty good look at it. And you can see by the time code here just how slowly we are ticking through time. In my opinion, 10 million reveals enough of what's going on with the det cord that I don't think 20 million would reveal all that much more, especially with the timing now being twice as difficult to capture. So for the sake of time, we gotta move
interpolation
on.
is
All right, while we get set up for this
here.
next explosive, we do have to thank our sponsor, SDI, so that we can keep doing these massive productions like this. There'll be a link in the description so you can check them out. It's an online gunsmithing school where you can get your start in gunsmithing and you can take it all the way to an Associates of Science in Firearm Technology. You're gonna learn about ballistic calculations, shooting sports management. They do stuff like hydrographics, basic firearm maintenance. Sounds like I'm gonna go blow something up. SDI.edu. Let's go! Now we're moving into
you guys made it in time for
M67
the main
grenades.
event.
The grenade is in this concrete pit over here.
Yep.
We have a mirror that's going to bounce infrared 808 nanometer laser light that's pulsing with the high-speed camera. It's going to bounce the laser light around the corner off the mirror onto the grenade. The Shimatsu's over here, protected by ballistic glass. It's on a telephoto lens looking all the way down into that pit. We're using the infrared light to illuminate it because remember those strobe lights we were using? We don't want those that close to a grenade. So we're using basically a beam of lasers so we get more distance out of it. So bouncing a laser, light comes back into the camera, and it's safer.
Yes, they are.
Willing to sacrifice a mirror, not so much 3 strobe lights at a time.
We've got like 6 mirrors. We'll be fine.
Yeah, we'll be fine.
And 1 pineapple grenade.
I'm excited to see the difference.
So what's the putty you're wrapping around it there?
So this is what's called sheet explosives or data sheet. This is C1.5. The C number is the thickness of it, and it's typically made with RDX or PETN. This stuff's really great for boosting our grenade because the detonator that comes with it, the detonator assembly, has a much spicier cap, if you will. So this gives us a little bit of extra boost to make sure that grenade's gonna go.
Yeah, we're lasing.
Lasing.
All right, a real grenade.
Here we go.
Fire in the hole! Fire in the hole! Fire in the hole! Woo! Fire in the hole! Woo! Dang!
Look at all that dust.
Yeah, that was a little bigger than det cord.
Okay, first grenade, we let all the nasty particulates air out. So here's ground zero, and there's just a tick, 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 tick.
It's
you
kind of
can
cool.
see
You
all
can
the pock
see
marks.
even the braking patterns on the concrete. You can tell it was going up as well.
Here's high speed. Oh, dude.
Yes!
Sounds like they got it. Oh!
Yeah.
What is that?
Like the Death Star blowing up in Star Wars.
That is a great comparison. Holy smokes.
So watch here, I think is where the detonation starts. We can go frame by frame. Look at that.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Frag starting to show.
Oh, look at it looks like a golf ball.
Yeah, the frag.
No way.
Freaking awesome. How many frames is this?
that
is
is
2
cool.
million.
2 million? Okay, sweet. You ever think you get to see a grenade like that?
These all look like 22 LR bullet pull
Look
impacts.
how round they are.
We could see from the high speed, it looks like it's creating BBs of metal. It's not like a pineapple grenade where you can see the obvious shape of where it's going to fracture. We didn't know what to expect, and it basically turns into a golf ball, and each little divot is shrapnel.
I was very curious how they went from such an obvious to, I was like, what, it just breaks into random splinters or something?
No, it's very
incorrect.
controlled. Turns out they
That
still
is
do
very
engineering these
precise.
days.
Who'd have thunk it?
Now it's going to be twice as many holes in a few minutes, hopefully.
Yeah.
So now we can do another version that's darker. We could do 5 million, I bet. We could do shorter shutter speed, iris down a little bit, and just do it again.
Okay.
Easy enough.
Let's run it back.
Good first test. Good. We just need to pan left on that a little bit. Will you aim this towards me?
Freaking lasers.
That looks. I'm going to put this down at F8.
What do you want this at?
If we're going to do 5 million, let's do 100.
You know, the amount of work they have to do to pull this, when the slow-mo guys just kind of like throw
We're doing
it
5
out
million
there.
frames a second.
Really
Have you
sells
seen a
the-
grenade at 5 million frames per second? Tell the truth now.
Well,
If you haven't, you're about to. You better subscribe.
they really are the world
Okay,
class
if you have, I'm sorry.
people in slow-mo.
Comment below.
Best
We'd love
in
to
the
know who
world.
you are and how you saw that. Lasers are good?
The slow-mo guys, I
Okay.
mean.
Going hot! Fire in the hole! Fire in the hole! Fire in the hole!
Which is a wild thing to think about. He was determined to get that shot.
Dang. Never disappoints.
Dude, look at this.
Oh.
Oh my goodness. Wow.
Damn.
Whoa, you captured it.
Yeah, just to see the chemical reaction going on there. This is Comp B, right?
Yeah, that's
Which
right.
looks super volatile.
Oh,
I mean, that looks like the inside of a nuclear detonation, basically.
Right.
But you can see all the different variation and density and...
Yeah, and Comp B is very dirty. It makes a lot of carbon.
Okay.
There's not enough oxygen in there to consume it, so that's what you see is the carbon being formed and then consuming as it meets atmospheric oxygen.
So
yeah, it's like, look how dirty that is.
I understand that it's supposed to be a spherical.
Oh, damn.
Still hear it crackling.
Sorry about your mirror. Broke it in your toy. Sweet.
All right, moving on to the last shot of the day of the project, everything. What's in your hand?
Got an old World War II pineapple grenade. This came in actually.
Before they go, I understand that these are supposed to be, you know, spherical detonations for hitting for hitting people. It is still impressive how something that is ultimately a disposable, mass-produced weapon still is so precise in how spherical it is for the detonation that they're just thrown together and still that good.
Over from Hawaii as part of a UXO project Matt was working on.
Okay. So the difference is these are pre-serrated or defined where it should fragment. We should see it fracture at all those seams, right? You would think?
Yeah, so on the M67, the modern fragmentation grenade, that score, we call that in the explosives industry scoring, that's all internal, so it looks like a
Okay, so that's
baseball.
machined into it.
Correct.
Okay.
It's actually cast, but that's cast steel. These are cast iron. Over time, as the war efforts continued, they ran out of cast explosives, so they're using it for more important things.
Okay.
So they started using flake smokeless powder
Got it.
inside of hand grenades.
So
And
not
that's what we're
quite
using.
as volatile as what we just did.
Correct. We're
Okay.
anticipating a similar speed of detonation closer to TNT
Got it.
versus Comp B was a little faster.
So we're leaving the GWAT and we're going back to World War II.
yeah, we're going back to Grandpappy.
Grandpappy. Since the first phone call, I don't know how long ago, this is what I've
This
been
is
waiting.
what we wanted.
There we go. I see something.
Going hot?
5 million frames a second.
5 million?
5 million.
Hell
We
yeah.
got one.
All right, the shot I've been waiting a month for. Burn the hole! Burn the hole! Burn the hole! Well, that had a cool echo over there.
Yeah.
And that was a piece of World War II history, just like that.
Let's go see it.
Let's go see it. Give me some good news. Give me some good news.
Whoa.
Yes! Oh, and you can totally see it start too. Yes.
Totally different blast. Just get all that flame detail.
Excellent work. Great job, Matt.
That is very cool.
And we get this cool shadow from the retroreflective panel we put back there, so that infrared laser is bouncing off of that and backlighting our shot too.
Look at that.
By speed ramping this shot back and forth, you're able to see the initial swelling of the grenade's cast iron body as the flakeless powder begins reacting, before finally cracking apart and releasing all of its destructive energy.
Oh, cool.
You get to see some of the seams form.
Yeah. Always wondered about those seams.
It's so different. on
Yeah.
this.
Does it actually work as intended or what?
Wow, you really do see the line.
Such a different explosion. So now we have a direct comparison between old technology grenade and modern technology
Yes.
grenade. The M67 looks way more lethal. Well, as you can see, our mirror took a beating again. We haven't had one time where the mirror survived. Just barely got clipped up there.
Well, you're
but
sticking
notice
it
how
next
the
to a
hole is
grenade.
bigger, because those chunks are bigger than those M67 grenades. What's going on back here? Do any of these look different?
Looks like a grenade went off in here.
So these small ones are from the M67. These big ones are from the Pineapple, but there's just less of them.
Okay, well, I think that's probably a wrap on, I'm going to say, the first of many to come.
Turns out everything is ultra interesting with the Shimatsu.
Yes.
The categories are endless.
And I got to see a little bit that we can't quite show over here. He has a lot more that we can do out here.
If you're already on Pepperbox, we have another great episode going up with a lot of behind the scenes of this. There's just so much stuff that we can't show on YouTube because either YouTube doesn't like it or these videos get so long that people don't really watch it. So if you like the behind the scenes content, head over to pepperbox.tv. There's a link in the description below. Go join us over there. I know already in the comments, you probably want to see shape charges.
Ooh, yeah, get it like inverting.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, happy 2026, by the way. We filmed this in December, but it's just now coming out. So hopefully you appreciate all the effort we put into these videos. It would do a lot for us if you subscribed. We have merch over at bunkerbranding.com. You can get stickers, and that sticker we blew up, go get one and blow it up yourself. Send us a video. Hopefully it's at 5 million frames a second.
Yeah.
All right, we'll see you in the next episode. Thanks for watching.
Very cool. Very, very cool. Oh, it's still recommending that fridge. That's cool. That was ballistic high speeds, hand grenades at 5 million FPS. Yeah, I was not sure where that runtime was coming from, but they clearly they clearly knew what they were doing. But like I said, it was very interesting seeing the kind of issues that they had and how they solved them. Also the comparisons, particularly the grenade comparisons are cool, but I also really liked watching the det cord. Like, no, it doesn't all go off. It runs down the cord, which I never really thought about. Stop popping out of my ear. I never really thought about. I mean, it makes sense now that I think about it, but I never thought about the fact that it doesn't spark and go off. It technically burns through. All right, we are going to switch to Hytale. I'm going to run some ads to make Twitch happy. Like I said, we're not going to go for too long tonight. I am tired, but we're going to get a little bit in. So I'll be back shortly. Alright, that should be good. I have done a decent chunk of work. Getting stuff cleaned up, set up, equipping and upgrading. Making stuff. I actually just got adamantine in order to make stuff. But of course I need more stuff in order to be able to get to the adamantine to make. Actually, it's night, so let's get it the morning quick. Set in what? Really? You can't sleep now, but you can sleep now. Hi, Sai. Welcome. Farm. It is in fact Hytale. So it's Minecraft 2. I have some chickens, which are currently asleep, I guess. That's supposed to slowly collect fish passively, but I guess not. And we have a teleportarium. And 3 external teleporters. One goes up here. One goes all the way up here. And one goes down here. Well, if you ever start Hytale, I'm sure it'll be like that again. Yeah, this is not Minecraft. This is Hytale, which is made by former Minecraft modders to be better than Minecraft. We are gonna go to the south because I need silver. But the problem is it keeps changing the names of my teleporters. So I don't know where we're going. We did go to the south! I think there's silver here in the south. Hi! They're scared of me. I don't know why. I haven't attacked any of them. Oh, well, he's attacking me. This is not on Steam. It's back to being its own independent launcher. You'll have to excuse the freezing. What I'm using to play has some issues. So I have not explored here much. Thorium sword. Nice and radioactive. a little late to be giving me copper stuff. Where'd he go? Oh, he died, I guess. Go! The ability to jump too high and climb higher is amazing. Okay, I believe silver is... And I'm just kind of working off guesswork. I think it's more of a desert than a savanna item, so I guess we're going that way. Yeah, you can jump 2 and I think climb 4 or 5. Yeah, that's 4. Got a nice repeating crossbow for all your bad guy needs. Fortunately, it doesn't stay loaded, so when you switch weapons, it goes back to being unloaded. Thorium is needed, but I need silver more. I really badly need silver more. I have more, like I said, I have more adamantite than silver. I wasn't even in the fire! That's iron. Also, if you're crouched and jump, you stay crouched. So you can actually try to do sneaking things. Can I ride you? No. That's just more skeletons. Thorium! I should have made more torches. Never mind. There's nothing here. Also, again, I don't know that there is silver here. That's just what I have heard. So I sure hope I'm right. Yeah, I've started actually cooking food. Who'd have thought? That is a flamingo. That is a big bug. Should have kept this loaded. Also, because I can't stop myself, I've been playing with the your D&D self quiz. Mostly because at like 184 questions, I can't remember what the answers are. So I keep thinking maybe, well, I'm basically going in blind each time. Well, it's had slight variations, but it is extremely determined. And my stats, like, never change. So I think it's safe to say that I am level 6. And Wizard and Cleric pop up the most. Warlock and Ranger pop up tiny bit. Wizard dominates everything by far. Interestingly, I keep popping up Elf more and more. Okay. Hello. Yeah, up 2 popped up as a gnome. That's very fitting for up 2. It's like, up 2 wouldn't have been... The only other thing up 2 could have been is a dwarf. There are no other options. And I still think that if I were DMing the game, I would give up to the Book of Grudges anyways. Come on, Silver! I saw you. Man, those things are tough. But I need the chitin. Also, they scare the crap out of me because they're so tough. Up to doesn't know it. How can you be... That's not even a D&D thing. That's just a dwarf thing. How do you not know what the Book of Grudges is? Okay, it's a bit of a meme just with dwarves in general. Like I said, it's not a D&D thing. Well, something's near me. Well. Oh, hold on. Never mind. Oh, there's Thing. Okay, I think you're gonna attack. Yeah, you're gonna attack me. Well, that's only slightly concerning. I'm gonna take these, but it's probably a bad idea. Anyways, the Book of Grudges is a joke about how dwarves are known to hold a grudge because they live for a very long time and are stubborn. And so the joke is that each dwarf has a book of grudges, or there's like a town, city, or even civilization book of grudges, which is like a list of, well, as it says, a list of grudges that are being held for various reasons. And so just across the board, because like I said, this is not a D&D thing. This is just a dwarf thing. The general joke, meme, whatever you want to call it, is that the dwarves, you know, just you have this book, and you know, it's like, wait, why do you and him have a problem? Dwarf pulls out the Book of Grudges. He just starts reading. I need thorium, but I need a silver more. Like, I can't complain about getting thorium, but I really need silver. Come on. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. The only silver I found is in treasure chests. I dug down to lava. Back home, I've been down to the magma layer and not been able to find silver. Like I said, I have 99 adamantine. I have like 11 silver. Well. I really wish that you could do this better. Ah! Fine. I'll jump down and build back up. I am using a vertical mouse and it is a bit awkward. And that is why I keep the rope. Alright. I use these for jumps, but I can put them away for now. Can't believe I'm already, like, out of space. Is that silver? Please tell me that's silver. No, that's iron. No! Actually, I have an idea. Can I put down a temporary teleporter and come back here? No, but that's home, isn't it? Thank you. I did finally upgrade this. Nope. Yeah, I can just drop a bunch of stuff off. You know what? I'm not too worried about it. I'm just going to drop everything off. Actually, while we're doing this, I should probably make more torches. And arrows. And before we go, quick check in the harvest. Since these are eternal seeds, I can harvest them and then they will regrow, which means doing this opens them up to regrow. Which means more life essence and more food. Aha! Hi, chickens. And then we set this. Go to temp. Please. Thank you. Quiet, you. Actually, I probably can just dump this stuff that I'm getting right now. Just to be a little bit more empty as we move. We do. Such a shame that none of the artists that I trust are currently doing anything. I actually feel a little bad about making that call out with you here, Sai. I wasn't thinking when I initially made it. Sorry. It's not just you, but it is all of you. I'm gonna say that I suspect that there is in fact no silver here. I do need some bloodcap mushrooms as well. So maybe in these red areas I'll find some. That's just iron! Oh, and torches don't keep enemies from despawning. This is mostly for tracking where I am. There is no safe way down there, is there? Please tell me what I'm doing wrong. Is in frozen caves. All right. I don't want to just leave a teleporter down here, so we're going back the long way. If you're holding a torch, it absolutely attracts enemies. I don't think place torches do, but if you're holding a torch, yeah. If you want to be stealthy, you put the torch away and you crouch. Which isn't perfect stealth, but it does reduce the odds of you getting caught. Is this way I don't think this is the way I came from. That's the way I came from. That is not the way I came from. That's the way I came from. I am perfectly fine with that. I am perfectly fine with this plan. It's always gotta be a hole! I am game for Pal World. I am 100% game for Pal World. Right, I came in from the floor. So I know where I'm going to get out of here. Yeah, I'm just using a bow that I had for sniping, I think. Probably. That I should get a better bow yet in order to make it worth it. Compared to the crossbow, but eh. I'm not worried about deep oceans, and I have not yet found undead lands. Oh. It's Cthulhu time. Nope, you stay away from me. Nope. Stop spawning more enemies! Stop hitting me! It's leather. This is still going. Never mind. It just immediately ran out of fuel. Ba-ba-bum. This is really full. I'm gonna make some more torches and arrows again. Then we're gonna go to sleep quick. Now, which of you is the frozen north? Nope, this is not the frozen north. I really don't need to change, but I am because I'm not dealing with it. With everything going every which way. Okay. Frozen caves. Okay, I'm just gonna take this. Okay, frozen caves. So we're going up here somewhere. Like villagers, but better in every way. Yep. Those are the Quebecs, who are not as hostile as the Fennecs or whatever they're called ended up being. The Fox people never attacked me until tonight, so I don't know what's going on there. Oh, this looks like a frozen cave. Nope, there isn't an entrance here. Oh, it's just a drop-down entrance. Cool, cool, cool. Well, this place doesn't make you paranoid or anything. Ah, why would you put ice on the edge? I'm not going that way. If this doesn't count as a frozen cave, I'm gonna be mad. What? Great, now we're playing Subnautica. Is that silver? I think that's thorium. Or not thorium, cobalt. Which admittedly I need. But much like the thorium, I would be much happier with silver. Oh, I am getting a lot of this. You guys moving so fast. Silver? Ah! I'm gonna find out this does not count as a frozen cave. Ah. Okay. This looks like a thing. So I guess we're gonna dig this out. And release the caveman or something. Bone? Excuse you? Hi, kitty. Bone? Oh, that's a mouth, isn't it? Oh, random fun fact. I just found out today that the Emperor's New Groove was made without a script. They literally made it up as they went along. Look, it wasn't my favorite movie. I'm only now catching up on things. That's it. Where's a good place to use this? Why are you guys always everywhere? All right. You know what? I'm not gonna use the explosives yet. Because maybe, just maybe, this doesn't count as a frozen cave. And we need to get to the ice sheet. At which point, I'm digging out the explosives. If I can figure out a way out of here. It's time for the age-old plan. Oh, never mind. Hold on. I also have more explosives I can retrieve at home. Also wouldn't hurt to make another pickaxe. All right. Let's go back there first, then do this again. I'm just bringing a ton of explosives with me. Not now, Fox. Oh, from the D&D quiz thing saying, yep, you're definitely an elf, wizard, cleric thing. Something along those lines. I went looking to see what elf fit. Because I am most definitely not a fair skin. And I was thinking drow. Because wood elf didn't really fit. Turns out there's multiple types of high elves that just kind of get ignored. Quiet, you. Including sun elves. Which, like I said, are a type of high elf. But get this. look a lot like my model. And have just like been completely ignored by the lore. Like, oh yeah, they exist, just we're never gonna do anything with them, apparently. You know what? The copper short bow gives me nothing over the crossbow. I'm gonna deconstruct it and make a better thing. I'm just focused. I can organize later. I'm just focused on getting this done because, again, this is going to be a relatively short night, so. Okay, so. Make more torches again. I made arrows, which good for me, but not what I'm looking for. I'm only using the thorium pickaxe for when I absolutely need it. Where's the rest of my explosives? All right. How about I do what I say I'm gonna do? But yeah, the existed. I was originally thinking one of the rebellious drow, like there is a cold up north drow group that is not interested in usual drow things. Oh, wait a minute. Oh yeah, I can make it. Okay. Well, I guess since I'm mining cobalt right now. And then it's like, oh no, sun elves, but that's such a neglected lore. It's mostly just, oh yeah, these guys exist. So I'm probably gonna do my own sun elf subspecies. Alright. I want to get properly into this area. Just like go straight for the mountains across the glacier. to make sure I'm in a frozen cave. But yeah, it's like the moon elves, who are the actual pale, blonde Legolas elves, must have one heck of a PR team that they're what everyone looks at when they think high elf. Or just in general, elf. And, you know, I initially was pretty ready to dismiss the elf side of things. Oh, those are polar bears. Oh, they're not. They're polar wolves. That's worse! Anyways, as I was saying, I initially, even though it's like the first race that I played as Dungeons and Dragons, I initially... Someone's making noises at me. Oh, there's a thing over there. I initially dismissed actually dismissed elves for a long time, under the mentality that, oh yeah, well, they're the obvious race for certain kinds of players to be picking. But just when I was thinking about, alright, well, setting myself up as an elf again, I realized something. That's a hole. That is a hole. Those players are all making tieflings. I am amazed I didn't kill myself by missing that. Yeah, those players are now all making tieflings. Tiefling is the new elf. This is a whole mining camp. Are you not skeletons? Oh, no, but you are still enemies. Oh, wow, you guys hit hard. Holy! Oh, there goes my, glowing totem. Oh, no! It came back! Cool! Those are Outlanders. They're good because they build the... Good to know, now that I'm dead. But I can just go right back and plan this a little better. Ah. Stargates, man. Yeah, it's like, hold on. People might still think of elf as the stereotypical original character D&D player, for lack of a different way to put it. But they're all playing tieflings. Which, yeah. I like the lore potential. And I've obviously done a lot with tieflings, but yeah. Maybe it is time to start moving on. And again, Elf Sorcerer is the first thing I ever played, so it's very stereotypical now, less so when I started. Or if it was, no one in my group knew about it. Penguins! Alright, let's see what happens if I don't jump off a cliff. You have really good aim compared to everyone else in this game. I may be in trouble again. What the heck? I wish I could load this and leave it loaded. Oh, I need so many Shadow Weave scraps too. Oh, come on. Oh, come on! Attack each other! That would be awesome. I have a different Minecraft clone for when I get VR up and running that I can play, but it's not this. And this in VR would be pretty awesome, yes. I don't know that the other Minecraft clone is quite as good as this, because it is a much more direct Minecraft clone. Oh wait, no, I want to sleep first. Wait. Yeah, I want to sleep first. I don't want to deal with them and the void. Back to the elves and the frozen up north, since I keep getting distracted by the Outlanders. Yeah, the drow that I was originally thinking of going with are also frozen up north types. So it's really funny to imagine, like, Game of Thrones, Northerner Starks, but as freaking elves. It could be. Alright. Now, can I do this without just getting immediately overwhelmed by everyone at once again? Where do you even come from? Get in the hole! Yeah, you just stay in the corner. Oh my gosh, why are there so many of you? Where'd he go? Okay. Thorium. I just need silver. I just need silver. Did he die? No. Who? Are you kidding me? Why are you guys so accurate? Well, I hate you all. Why are there still so many of you? Ah! Well. Oh, I'm going down again. Yep, there we go. Yeah, my last words in real life will also be cursing out whoever's killing me. No, Zia is also cool. Zia is also a cool name. Possibly. This time, instead of using them to mine, I'm going to use them to deal with those guys. I say as we are closing in on probably tonight's end. So this will be the last try. Stop that! No, I probably should have Lar kinda. I probably should have Lar look at my old model to convert into like elf form or something. Begin the preparations for the game that will never happen, probably. Sadly. Yeah, I didn't do so bad for Dead Reckoning. And then I immediately did that. I didn't mean to throw the totem out. Alright, where's the group of them? Seriously? I don't think that actually created a dent in the actual area. These explosives might be combat only. These might not work as mining explosives anyways. Okay. Nope, this isn't like TNT. It is, however, effective. But you know what I'm not seeing anywhere here? Silver! Why are there so many? Why are they all so accurate? It's okay, up to. You tried. That's thorium. Or not thorium, that's cobalt. They're not skeletons, unfortunately. Skeletons are easier to kill. Stop shooting at me! This game's lack of silver is gonna drive me nuts. Like, this has to be a frozen cave, right? Oh, come on! How'd you even get past the Outlanders? Yeah, Wiki said silver should be here with the cobalt. Well... I'm going to start digging out the cobalt, both so that I have something to show for this, and in case it causes it to spawn with the cobalt. Because I've noticed that it will randomly spawn more ore as you dig it out. Ah. Right now, I'm just hoping I find more in a chest, because that's the only place I found it so far. Ah. Alright, where'd you go? Yeah, you're only brave when you have friends, aren't you? Yeah, see, that was only one ore a minute ago. Yeah, I'm calling it quits soon. Nope, don't like you. Yeah, I think I'm done here. I don't think there's anything else to find. I can either fight my way out or get myself killed later. Ah, yeah, short stream tonight, but I am tired. Ugh. And we'll have a busy day tomorrow. Thank you all for hanging out. I hope you have enjoyed. Thanks for trying to help. Same bat time, same bat place. Friday. Be safe and have a good one. Take care. Enjoy the week.